I'm a man with a fancy cup. Big up, Nicki Minaj. I mean, wow, what else could you say? When you find inspiration, when you see someone doing good in the world, you just gotta send out love. You gotta make the people know that this is a good thing, because this is a good thing. Over the weekend, we've seen Cristiano Ronaldo return to Man United, and a young girl from Bromley win the US Open at 18. These are inspirational things about excellence, about dedication, about being the best, keeping yourself in shape, never losing sight. You got someone very young and someone who, look at the state of Wayne Rooney compared to Cristiano Ronaldo. It's inspirational. These are things that should inspire young people to do great things. But also, Nicki Minaj's handling of her alleged outrageous tweet is equally as inspiring. And it should be made so. People should be made. People should understand that it is equally as great. I clowned on her a bit the other day on stream, because you just don't start a story with, my friend's cousin. That's just hilarious. But I have learned since that, some people have experienced swollen balls because of the vaccine. Jesus, I've already got swollen balls and I don't want them to be extra swollen, that's for sure. But the fact is, she didn't put across any anti-vax message at all. She put across the message that I've heard from very intelligent people and virologists, which is, I'm weighing my options. I'm researching. I'm not jumping into anything, which is exactly what I've been doing, which I wouldn't, do what you fucking want to do. That's the message. You do you. The pressure I've seen in the United Kingdom is relentless. It is relentless because they can't force it on you, but they can force feed shit into your mind. But we won't go into all that. It's how she it's how she handled all the pylon, the Twitter mob, the mainstream media mob, and the Prime Minister of my country. Jesus Christ, this is a woman just on fire. If you ever wanted to look at what wifey material looks like, it probably would be her, because man, she's just got fire. That's the kind of woman you want. Fire, pure fire. Now, I have said in the past, when asked the question, do you think Nicki Minaj's music gives people AIDS? I think yes, possibly. But brushing that aside, she probably doesn't like my output. So, apples and oranges, horses for courses, but Dunkins for Funkins. That's what we've been seeing. Literally everybody who came at her, she just bitch slapped them. Pah! Slapped them down. That is how you do it. This is a masterclass. This is a masterclass in how you go, fuck you. Fuck you. Because they did take her out of context, because they just want to weave into the narrative. It is very interesting how, someone from popular culture can cause this much of a stink, because this is the media circus. That's what it does. She said it so herself. This has been truly wonderful. She didn't back down. She called Piers Morgan a clown. She made a fucking audio response to Boris Johnson. She tweeted out a video from Tucker Carlson, and that man, what a move! That wound people up to fuck. And she made some really good points, some amazing points, and said something about as a black person who's a if you have to be a Democrat, and that means if they say shove marbles up your ass or some shit, then you should do it. Man, she gets it. This is wonderful, seeing people who get it. You had this shit with 50 Cent, you had it with Ice Cube, you had it with Rose McGowan. It's like you are stepping away from the narrative and going, this is some bullshit, like no longer playing the game, you know. And Nicki Minaj, I expect, has got some of that fuck you money. So it's pretty cool. I mean, she got her own problems. I mean, with her husband, I mean, that's some shit to deal with, isn't it? Let's just not get into that. But that is exactly how you handle it. If anyone was confused, like, if anyone didn't learn anything from Donald Trump, learn it from Nicki Minaj. That's what I'm saying. You just never back down. Never get on your knees for these despicable fucks. That's the politest way to put it. Because, you know, the whole thing, my body, my choice, and it's like, well, not if you fucking got the flu, you cunt. Like, it's obscene the way they dogpile onto people and try to mock them, because you dare question things, and well, they just don't seem to understand. They just don't seem to understand that the more you behave in a certain way, the less people are going to want to get vaccinated. When are they going to actually understand that? Because when you... It's one thing, you know, banning or making it a taboo to talk about things like, you know, what is a woman? You know, 2 gay dads. Is that okay? These kind of things that become taboo, and it's like, oh, we can't even discuss that. Oh my god. That's one thing. But like when it comes to actually, you know, experimental vaccines and a global pandemic of such a magnitude that's had such an effect, and it's a thing that people still don't fully understand yet. We're still getting the numbers in. They still don't know how, like, you still got hand sanitizers everywhere when they're saying, actually, we now think it doesn't spread through surfaces, and washing your hands was a waste of time. It's gone from don't bother wearing a mask, wash your hands, to, oh, actually, wear a mask, don't wash your hands. Do you see what I'm saying? And to ban any discussion of this, not really ban, but like to shut it down. This is troublesome for people. And because everyone's taking a very authoritarian approach to this, that's troublesome for people too. So I don't know who the fuck these people think they're kidding. Like, well, you know, it's perfectly safe and everything's fine. We know what we're doing. It's like, yo, you haven't displayed many characteristics, many qualities that, you know, builds trust with the people. That's all I'm saying. It's all very well for the morons going, well, it's your civic duty to fucking... That's fine. Good for you. You do your civic duty. Blah, 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 blah. But for some people, it's like, you know, I'm just chilling. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I mean, especially when they're just rampantly throwing out images of people who belong on fat camp and going, well, this perfectly healthy person's dead. It's like, will you stop doing that as well? When are they going to stop doing that? That's getting really ridiculous now because they keep doing it. Well, this man had to be airlifted out of his home after they, you know, detonated his roof. It was the only way to get the fat fuck out of his house. It's like, I'm sorry to use the term fat fuck, but my goodness. That's another debate, apparently, you're not supposed to have. I mean, how ridiculous can this get? When, I mean, I suppose they are losing this battle to some extent, but at the same time, it's like, yo, you need to chill. Just fucking chill and let people openly talk about things. Because if you don't, then don't come crying to us going, well, we got to lock everything down because the unvaccinated... It's like, yo, if you stop behaving in such a retarded manner, then things would be cool. If you were like open and honest and going, like, it's just constantly spreading this message, oh, it's perfectly safe. It's like, Yeah, now we don't know anything still. All right? You know, every day I'm toing and throwing because guess what? I do my own research. And every day, one day, it's like, right, take me to the clinic. And then the next day, it's like, oh, swollen balls. No, that didn't have much influence on me until I looked at it. See, I looked into it. Then I looked into it. It was like, oh, swollen balls. So for the love of God, behave yourselves. Let the woman talk freely. Okay? And look what happens when you try to shut her down. Man, black woman privilege at its finest. And good. Because use your privileges to the advantage, or to your advantage. Use them for the greater good of all humanity. Because we're all behind that. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm a dum-dum. I'm dyslexic as fuck. I have dyslexic privileges. I can shut anyone down. They go, oh, what, are you stupid or something? I go, I'm dyslexic. Okay, you're committing a hate crime. Use your privileges in whatever shape or form they come to shut up these clown motherfuckers. And the fact you got Nicki Minaj out there calling, get your clown shoes and your red nose, motherfucker. That is how you handle bullies. Because that's all they are. They're bullies. They're bullying people constantly. That is how you handle it. You go, oh yeah, you really want to get into this? Don't be like, oh, I apologize. I realize what I said is misinformed and I really need to educate myself better so everyone will like me more. Fuck that shit. Okay? You can be in a room of 1,000 people and be the only person with intelligence. That is reality. Just accept it. Okay? So there's no point in trying to... Ooh, bash the microphone. There's no point in trying to appease these people or persuade them. Because all they want to do is get you to think the way they want to think and you to behave in the way they want you to behave. And when you go, no, go fuck yourself, oh, it feels good. Not only does it feel good, it feels good. Not only does it feel good, it does good. But why does it feel good? Because it's true, because it's right, because it is justified. Okay? That is the I don't give a fuck attitude. That's all you need to know. The reason it feels good is because it is good. When you do something really mean to someone and dogpile onto people, and harass and hound them and bully them into submission, that doesn't feel good. And if it does feel good, it's kind of like the sort of feeling you get from, you know, eating crap, you know, eating deep fried food. You know, it's like, oh, but there's still, it's like, oh, that's tasty. But after a while, it's like, oh, there's something yucky about that. And if it gives you an adrenaline rush and makes you feel really good, well, guess what? You're a piece of shit. As simple as that, a piece of shit. Me, I talk trash all the time. Trash! I talk crazy. My language is obscene. Okay? But my heart is pure. And I drink from a fancy cup. What you got to say about that? Okay? Making jokes has never made me feel bad, but I've never ever bullied motherfuckers the way I've seen people try to bully this woman. It's a disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace. But she handled it. Man, that's wifey material. Get set. Go. You know, I hope all the barbs are out there clapping, going, yay, because they are like that. I hope all of them were. Bat AIDS. But that's how you handle it. Fight fire with fire. Aggression with aggression. When they come at you, just go, fuck you. And it's like, fuck you. Fuck you. This is inspirational and a beautiful moment for humanity. And it's good to see a very mainstream celebrity just go, nah, fuck that. Nah, not doing it. Like, no. Rappers too. I mean, can't other celebrities need to follow suit? Like comedians, actors, you know, I mean, we've got Rose McGowan, I suppose, but you need more than that. You need people. I want to see Steven Spielberg come out and just go, fuck this shit, you fucking clowns. I don't know why I chose Steven Spielberg, but just for fun. You know? It's like Piers Morgan pretends to be like Mr. Anti-Woke. Oh, I'm against this fucking... Shut up, Piers. You'd have people put in a van and injected into their eyeballs against their parents' wishes, you psychopath. All right? Fucking trend-riding shitball. No. That is how you handle it. Okay? Now, the best thing you can do is go watch a Nicki Minaj ass supercut on YouTube and whack off in celebration, because ass, titties, and a ferocious personality, that is the keys to the best wife you could ever have. What can I say? I mean, Jesus, she got money too. I mean, my God. I mean, what else would you want, for goodness sake? You know? Crikey. Meek Mill must be puking up his pelvic bone. He lost from losing that sweet ass. That is how you do it. That is how you fucking do it. So a big round of applause. Thank you for your time. PlanetRebus.com